when it comes to the majority of narcissistic people, they just simply do not see themselves as the problem. Most people can read some form of information about narcissistic behaviour and think, oh, I've done that. Oh, I'm capable of doing that. And more often than not, it's all to do with the intentions behind the behaviour. It's all to do with the situation you've found yourself in. Narcissistic people perceive themselves to be perfect and better than all others. So even if they do that, they project it straight out onto somebody else and claim they would never do such a thing because to them, they're not the problem. There are lots of different ways a narcissist will go all out to make you look like you're the problem so that they don't have to take responsibility for their behaviour. And this video is to explore a few of those ways. And one of the first is a narcissist will go all out to manipulate the truth. They have an inbuilt talent to distort reality to suit the narrative that they're trying to sell to those around them, to distract people, to deny all knowledge about things, to take a fact and twist it into something completely different. You can show them a message and they will go on about how you're the manipulative one that must have edited the message that they sent you in some way. They will go all out to gaslight you, to get you to question your perception, your memory of events. They will play with your perception. They will play with your memory so that they can shift the blame onto you so that they don't have to take responsibility for the things that they have done to you. They have an arsenal of weaponized verbal attacks that they will use on you to make you look like you're the problem. They will twist your words any way they can. They will spin your intentions and motives to make you look like the bad person. They will accuse you of intentions and motives you do not have. They will bring third parties into the situation that's nothing to do with the conversation and paint out that you're offending those third parties in some way. Anything so that they can escape responsibility of the things they are doing. The compassionate narcissist will go all out to say how they're just trying to help somebody, they're just trying to save somebody, and it's you that lacks the compassion, when in reality they're exploiting those people for their own gains, to get their own admiration, to get their own validation. They are the masters of deflecting any responsibility, any blame away from themselves and onto somebody else. Try to hold a narcissistic person accountable and watch how they make it all about you and what you've done wrong, as they go all out to divert the attention away from themselves and bring up something completely unrelated that you did or that somebody else did that's apparently far worse than whatever they have done. Or they will go all out to point out your flaws, your mistakes, your insecurities, anything they can to divert the attention away from themselves. They will play the victim. They'll accuse you of attacking them, accuse you of not caring about them, accuse you of being awkward and selfish and stubborn so that you feel bad. They will play the martyr of how they were just trying to help you. They were just doing their best. They were just trying to support you. It's not their fault that you're the one that took it the wrong way. They will go all out to claim how other people have treated them unfairly so that they can elicit sympathetic attention from those around them so that they can get away with their behaviour by blaming somebody else. They do not do responsibility. Instead, they will go all out to play the victim in the situation. So they can lie but they'll find a reason as to why they had to lie, even down to apparently protecting your feelings, when if they were that bothered about protecting your feelings, they wouldn't have done what they did to you in the first place. We can all get caught up in a situation where we find out information as a third party, and it's, do we tell them, do we not tell them? But we've not actually done the thing to that person. We've just stumbled across information that they rightfully should know, and do we want to be the bearer of bad news? And it's a very difficult situation to be in, and it all depends on the situation you are in. A narcissist will betray you in some of the most hurtful ways and claim they didn't tell you because they were trying to protect your feelings, when if they cared about your feelings, they wouldn't have betrayed you in the first place. They will project their own faults, flaws, mistakes, behaviour straight over to you. So if they refuse to apologise for anything they've ever done to you, because they don't see themselves as a problem, so they won't apologise, only a false apology, if they need to get away with avoiding any form of consequences for their actions, or they need to suck you in, so then it's that I'm sorry you, I'm sorry but, I'm sorry if, which to them they believe they've apologised even though they've not taken any responsibility for their behaviour. Yet they will go all out to guilt trip you into constantly apologising to them for things that you haven't even done, and then they'll accuse you of not apologising even though you've just apologise to them. They will project primarily onto those who are calling them out. So if you suspect they're cheating on you, because they're cheating on you, because they will deny things that you later find out to be true, and you go just to have a conversation, kind of hoping that you're wrong. So you go just to have that conversation, and they turn around and accuse you of being insecure because they're actually a very insecure person. They accuse you of having trust issues because they themselves have those very trust issues. They accuse you of being jealous because they themselves are very envious people. They don't admit to fault. They just use those verbal attacks to accuse you of being jealous and insecure. All the things that they are within themselves, only you have loyalty and respect, so you're not lying and cheating on them, and you will find out later down the line that they were or are towards you, and then they just turn around and say, you made me do it. Or if you'd have paid me more attention, I wouldn't have had to go elsewhere. When they don't pay you the attention, they withdraw and withhold from you, yet you don't go cheating on them. They exploit your vulnerabilities and your weaknesses and your insecurities to their advantage. They will use your secrets against you. They will use anything and everything they can against you to make you look like you're the one with the problem, so that they don't have to face the problems that they caused not only to those around them but also to themselves. One of the worst ones is they use that charismatic charm to win people over, to gain flying monkeys and enablers to their side. This is when they can potentially go all out to play the victim about what a terrible childhood they had, and they might have a drink or two to cope with the things that they have lived through, and people feel sorry for them and then excuse the behaviour that they displayed when they were under the influence, rather than recognising that you're dealing with somebody who went through some form of trauma and uses alcohol and their trauma as a cover-up for their abusive behaviour, rather than recognising their abusive behaviour, taking responsibility and finding coping strategies to stop it. Yet they will go all out with that charismatic charm to win people over with their verbal attacks. They find a way to explain things away or to be funny in the manner that they explain their abusive behaviour. So people are almost endeared to them and support them and enable them. Narcissistic people are highly skilled at emotional manipulation. They will go all out to turn all the evidence around to make you look like you're the one with the problem when you're actually dealing with the problem. And the best solution is to distance yourself psychologically, physically, and emotionally from their life. They're going to take offense to this, because how dare you walk away from someone so superior and better than you? How dare you walk away from them? Which is often why they seek to punish you and make out that you're the one with the problem, so they don't have to face the consequences of the things they've done to you. If anyone has any thoughts on this video, please do add those into the comments for people reading through. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour, to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot get contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with Betrayal, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. I do also have a couple of books out on Amazon, a Narcissists Handbook, which is the ultimate guide to understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, and 15 rules to deal with narcissistic people, and I'll link those into the description also. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.